Hey y'all, so I'm starting this video off with her tips already on and her prep already done. She has came in and we have soaked off her previous set and now she's getting a new one. So now I'm coming in and I'm just dehydrating her nail plate, and then I'm also going to prime that twice, and I'm using my Mia Secret prep for that. Now I'm going to go ahead and start, and this first finger is going to be a glitter nail. So anytime that I have just, one clear nail, I always start with that one because as you work through the set, you pretty much contaminate your monomer. So I want to make sure that I do this first so I can get it as crystal clear as possible. So I'm just taking this chameleon glitter and I'm just setting it through the center, and then I'm going to come in and just start adding some hearts. And these hearts, they're all different sizes: small, medium, large. The ones that I got from AliExpress, they were pretty much just small, but I like these just because of the different sizes. And I got these from someone on Instagram, so I'll be sure to link their Instagram page in the description. So I'm just going to apply those hearts, and then I'm also going to be applying just a little bit of foil. And I'm not overpowering this nail with a bunch of glitter. I want it kind of just to flow through the center because I really want you to see that glass effect that I'm trying to get from it. So now I'm going to come in and cap this nail, and this is when you basically want to swipe through your acrylic. So normally when you apply a bead, you want to pat it so you can get full coverage and you can really mold it into shape. But when you're trying to get a crystal clear nail, you do more of a polishing motion. So you kind of just brush through it. So that way you're putting more liquid into that bead so there won't be any bubbles that come through. So when I'm doing glass nails, I make sure that I do these steps. I also take my brush pretty frequently and push it down to the bottom of my monomer so it can release any bubbles. I cannot stand if I do a set and it's a clear nail and it's foggy, it has those bubbles in it. So I make sure that I do all of this when I'm doing clear nails. And it takes me a couple of beads, way more than it would just a normal application. But that's okay because I want me a glass nail, okay? All right, so to move on to that ring finger, I'm going to be doing a French nail, and I'm doing this one first because of course, I want to go ahead and apply it so it can dry and then I can come back and file it. So I'm going to just start at the back of the nail and then I'm just going to work that bead down. Now, y'all know I love French, and pretty much right now that's my obsession. Every set that I've done on myself has been French here lately. I just can't get enough of it. But when it comes to French, there's so many different ways that you can do it, you can apply it. So don't think there's just one specific way. Find which way works for you and then just do it that way. Now with me, I can pretty much freehand it when I'm doing clients, but on myself I use the French cutter. I'm not even going to try and attempt it to freehand it because I'll end up messing up, especially when I do my non-dominant hand. So I just use the cutter for that. And sometimes even on clients, it depends on the set too. I'll use the cutter. But here lately, I've seen a new cutter and it is real deep, y'all. I mean, it comes all the way down to the sides basically. So I only seen people using it, but they never say where they got it from. So I'm on the hunt for one of those too, because as soon as I find it, I will be getting it. So now I'm kind of just molding that into shape. And when it comes to this reverse nail bed, I like for mine to be more of a almond shape. If they're very short, then that's when I'll go for round. But for a long elongated nail bed, I like it to be almond. So now I'm going to move on to my other fingers, and the rest of these will be just a ombre. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to apply that blue first, and I'm going to do that on all 3 nails. So I'll apply my top color first, and then I'll come back in, and after they have dried, I'll come back and start applying my nude color. And these tips that I'm using, I didn't show them before, I had already cut them, but they're those tips that I used in the Amazon haul. And they're the real deep C-curve ones. And remember, I was telling y'all I pretty much don't like those. So I've been using them though, and as long as I've been cutting them, they've been perfectly fine. So especially for taper square, they have been working out really well. Now, as you can see with my application though, I'm still being very mindful of how I'm applying my acrylic. So here lately, I've told y'all before, I've been trying to really perfect my shape, and that really comes through when you're doing your application. So as you can see, I'm applying that bead, I'm pushing most of it through the center, and then I'm going to just start patting it down. And when I'm patting it down, I'm constantly pushing in the sides. I cannot stress that enough. Keep your side walls clean. This really helps when you come in at the end and you start fouling. So I love the tips. In combination with my application, I have been really happy with it. Okay, so I'm back to this first nail, and if you guys are wondering why I do my ombres like that, it's just because sometimes when you apply that first color and then you backdoor it with your next color, sometimes those colors can just kind of melt into each other, and not in a good way. They'll run into each other. You want it to be blendable. You want a fade. So that's why I do it like that. And I pretty much always do my ombres like this. I don't care if it's a dark color or if it's just a basic pink and white, but this pretty much works for me. And this nude color that I'm using, y'all, I have no idea what it is. Here lately I have been running out of my nude colors, and anytime I do that, I just start mixing them and making more. So no telling what this nude is. And the ones that I have been using though, that I have used up, are the Valentino. I really have not found a good nude system that I like. I have used Young Nails before, and I pretty much keep going back to that. Since I've been running out, I just recently made a purchase of a lot of nudes, and I didn't know which ones to get, so I just went back to Young Nails. So, I mean, if you guys know a good nude acrylic system, please let me know, because I'm in need of some nude colors, honey. I go through those nudes like it's nothing. And the Valentino is okay. It's actually really good, but there's not a lot of colors, and I need like more colors for tan skin. You know what I'm saying? I pretty much have the cool tone nudes down. I have a lot of those, but when it comes to like good nude tan colors, warm colors, I have yet to just find any good ones. I remember back in the Gap, I ordered one from Sugar and Cream, and I haven't repurchased it, but I remember I loved it, but I can't think about which one it was. And with them, their acrylics are good, but they are expensive. And you know, when you use nudes, you need a lot. You don't need no little itty bitty size. You need a big size. So I don't know. If you guys know any, please leave them in the comments. Okay, for this finger, I am going to be adding a little bit of accents. I'm going to use some of these gold charms. And this first one says Dior. And then the next one, I'll just let you see if you guys can read it. But yeah, we were just being fun this day and just, adding some cute charms. It's not going to hurt. I feel like when it comes to nails, they should be fun. They should say who you are. You should express yourself. Never feel like you have to tone it down. You know what I'm saying? Because they're just nails. You're supposed to look down at your nails and smile and be happy about it. Not no boring nails, okay? So we're having fun with this set today. Okay, so once I finished all of my ombres, I went in and I capped them all. Sometimes too, I notice if you feel like your ombre isn't blended enough or faded enough, once you apply your clear acrylic, it kind of all just seems to melt in. So I went and capped all of those. Now I'm coming back to my French nail, and I have filed this into shape before I went in and applied this acrylic. And this blue, I want to say, y'all, I'm not even going to say it right now because I can't think of where I got it from, but it was my first time using it. I've had it a while in my collection, but I never used it, and it is such a pretty blue. We were both really happy with this color. So to apply my French, y'all, I just basically set it there and then I walked it back. Normally I would apply it, brush my acrylic back, wait for it to dry, and then come back and file off the excess blue that went onto my nude. But here lately, I've been trying to be real careful about how I apply it. Just apply it nice and clean, and that way I don't have to do all of that waiting for it to dry and filing it. I can just apply my color, cap it if need be, and then move on. So yeah, that's pretty much what I did. All right, so now that I have all my design done, I got them all capped. Here is my application. Now I'm going to go in and I'm going to start filing these into shape. I'm going to start by using my hand file, and I'm just going to basically outline my shape first. So I'm going to do my sides, I'm going to do the tip of it, make sure that it is nice and sharp, and then I'll come in with my e-file and I will take care of the body. Alright y'all, so now I have those nails filed into shape and I have her nails cleaned off. I'm going to come in and start my design. I'm going to be doing some airbrushing, and for this particular set I'm going to use just gel polish and acetone to use for my paint. Now I'm just going in, and as you can see I applied that sticker, and I'm really just focusing on the inside of that sticker, trying not to make so much of a mess, because this particular day, y'all, I was so behind. My next client was already here while I was doing this, waiting for me, so I felt the pressure. I was trying to hurry up, so all my training went out the window, honey. I didn't have on no glove. I didn't have nothing to protect her skin, so I was doing pretty bad this day, but I ended up getting it done. And as you can see, after I applied that first set of the paint on the nails, I hit it with my little mini lamp so it can kind of set up, and then I went in and applied my next sticker, and then I'll go ahead and spray that. Now, after I get done spraying though, I am going to just clean up any excess that was left. So if I got any on the other nails all around her skin, I make sure to clean that before I gave her a full cure. Alright, to finish these nails off, I'm just going to go in and add some little twinkle stars. And I'm going to start off by just adding some dots, and then I'll come in with my striping brush and just, create those little lines that makes the star. So once I have that done, that is it for the design. All that's left to do is to top coat her, and I'm using Young Nails stain resistant top coat for that, and she's done. Thank you guys so much for watching. I had so much fun creating this set. I thought it came out really cute. I'm still getting used to using the airbrush, but with more practice, I know I'll get it. So don't forget to comment, like, share, do all that good stuff. If you're not following me on Instagram, please do so. And thank y'all for watching, and I'll see you in another video. Bye.